Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits. Today, joined by
Brett.
I've had on my seat, doing some more birthday beers for me.
Yeah.
And we just had a Lambic that was quite old with 4-year-old beer, and we're having another from the same brewery. We're having Fonteinen's Platinum Blend. Now, Platinum Blend is the same deal as Golden Blend, just that Platinum Blend consists of Lambic only brewed at Fonteinen.
Yeah.
So Fonteinen is a brewery and blendery, meaning they both brew lambic, but they also blend. I can't remember if they've always brewed. I think originally it was a blendery.
It was only a blendery, and then
they
began
started,
brewing.
yeah, and then
That was the Malingeston.
yeah, that was the first with only
Yeah,
their own brews.
house brewed.
Yeah, I can't remember when they started the brewing, but there's videos on YouTube of like home video type stuff where they start to try brewing themselves.
It must have been like in 14, 15,
I think
16.
it's before that, but because the camera quality is even worse. But I think that's just when they started.
They were
I think
using it.
Yeah, because they also brewed Faro and things like that. Was
Okay.
I can't remember how exactly it was, but you can read about it on the wonderful website called Lambic Info. But Fonteinen is an amazing brewery. It's one of the OGs of Lambic, and I think one of the best producers of Geuze around. And Golden Blend is a testament to that. That aged bottle from 14 was outstanding. So this is the same concept. It's a Geuze with 1, 2, 3, and 4-year-old Lambic. The 4-year-old Lambic is the different part here because usually Geuze is 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So 4 years, but this is then only brewed or only Lambic brewed at Fonteinen.
Yes.
It is 6.7%, so almost the same as the 14 Golden Blend, and 25.
It's the first vintage.
Yeah.
Of Platinum.
Very first batch.
Yeah.
And Brett drank this a year ago and said, like, I'm definitely gonna age this. And a year later, we open it.
I said I would age it for 2 years, but it happened to only be one.
Yeah, it happens. I think it's something you can definitely source.
I could probably find some extra. I was just really impressed by the one I had a year ago, so
yeah,
I thought, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Crack it. And I never had it, so I'm glad.
Yeah,
that
so that was actually the primary reason.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people are really into this. So, and 25% of the beer is the old Lambic, just like Golden Blend. So, pours a very similar color. You can just see that this has not aged that much yet because it's not as rust orange. Like
it's a little more bright, and mine is a little more hazy because it has a bit more cinnamon.
Yeah. Well, you poured more into the glass.
I did just a bit, but but it's not that old, so I'm not afraid that it will.
But it's like golden orange, like more golden orange than rust orange.
Yeah.
And also a nice fluffy white head on this one.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Ooh, much more vibrant, much more fresh. This is fresh apricot, fresh peach, fresh lemon zest. Like the contrast is the complexity of age. Yeah. That's the big thing.
That is just the but you sense that it
smells really fucking great.
But you sense this has the old component, but the fresh components are just much more alive.
Yeah. Whereas the other one was smelled a whole lot more like the smaller nuances in this. Like it was more of that pronounced aged fruit, aged whatever, like all these nuances we talk a lot about in that video.
Yeah, it was also just a bit more, as I mentioned before, we were tasting
umami.
This. Yeah, more savory, but also more sherry.
Yeah, sure.
This is more woody.
Woody, but it also has hints of sherry and it has hints of umami, but it has more of a bright woodiness. And I talked about creamy woodiness.
Fruit character is not dried.
No, it's more fresh and vibrant.
It's still juicy and fresh, and it's
And that's the versatility of Geuze, but it still has a little bit of the like the savory edge and these things, but it's just milder, much milder. It's definitely vibrant, bright fruit. I'm almost getting like orange.
Yeah, I was just about to say that the big difference to me is that I'm getting orange with this one. I wasn't getting that with the other one. This has a bit of almost like a pulpy and a pithy orange character.
Also a bit of a mintiness, actually. I think herbal.
Yeah.
But it smells really good. Really fucking, like, it smells more thirst quenching than the other one. Like something you really just want to drink.
Yeah.
Although it's a beer that takes
the other one is more maybe like a contemplating kind of Lambic. But
It smells really good. Let's try the Platinum blend.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks for sharing, Brett.
cheers.
Much higher carbonation.
Yeah.
Much more vibrant. Much more acidic, actually. It's not as mellow. It has a bit more sharp.
It has a little more acidity, but it's
Snap.
not in any way kind of
No.
offensive. It also has
Really
a more minerality.
awesome, bright apricot. Yeah, for sure. Like almost like
almost like salt water kind of.
Yeah, or like
Has like a salinity about it.
I think there's definitely for sure it's salinity, and I think that plays maybe into the umami of both the golden blend and this, the salinity of it. Like there is like the umami might be more amplified with age, but there is like it's almost like it's weird to say gravel or chalk.
Yeah,
But like in wine, when you talk about that, like soil components, there's almost a bit of like that.
It's slightly soily. I see what you mean. Yeah, it maybe almost has the nuance of like old like
really lemony
soil of
lemon pith.
like old soil of like somewhere that where it's earlier been like ocean or this like old ocean soil.
Yeah,
kind of because it has that like minerality, almost like salty. Salty, savory thing. But it just feels more
fucking great though.
vibrant and alive than the other one, even more so.
Yeah.
I just love the balance of it, and that's what I remember.
The balance is great, and it's similar flavors, but it's just much more vibrant and popping and bright and fruity. Like it's much more fruity, and not as heavy on all these other more aged, like woody, funky, all like these flavors. It's like the other one was funky. This is also funky, but the other one had more of like a deep, funky nuance. This still has a bit of that musty cellar type thing going on, or forest floor actually. Whereas the other one was maybe even more intense, like forest floor, oceanic type, like really deep.
Yeah, and the big
age funk.
The big difference is maybe that sherry, almost like Tawny port nuance. The other one has.
Yeah, this one doesn't.
This one again is more that minerality and
but you can sense there is something that will turn into sherry.
You
can sense it already.
Yeah.
I think a 95, maybe a small 96. It's still world class goose, for sure.
That was also like my initial thought when I had it a year ago. I was thinking a 96, because I love that it still feels vibrant and fresh.
Yeah.
But
really
but
nice.
it has that aged and lots of complexity still.
Like
this is more a crusher than the other one, but it's still complex at the same time.
Yeah. This is like like this is something that I would drink in like a lot of people compare, or people in Belgium call the Geuze the champagne of beer and champagne of Lambic or whatever. Like there's all this talk of champagne, and I think when it's really old is really its own thing, whereas young there's a lot of champagne connotations. Like if you wanted to pop some Geuze for New Year's, for example, or in an occasion where you pop bubbles, then I think a young bottle works better because it's more what you would associate with something like that.
Yeah. Then you gotta crack a young bottle, because this is like, I would say you really gotta find some old champagne to
I've never had
have it taste like this. The champagne I've had is much more young and just much more fruit driven and driven by minerality than this. This has much more like a nutty, again also maybe into that sherry-esque thing and dried character. But it also depends on the champagne, because you have so many different champagnes.
Yeah. I'm not an expert.
So yeah, but I see what you mean, and I think if you're a beer drinker, then Geuze is the perfect thing to drink at New Year's instead of champagne. Definitely, and I think you can find a lot more great value Geuze compared to champagne.
It's wonderful though. I mean, if you can still get Platinum Blend, get it. I think it was sold in packs, and I think I've also seen it sold just standalone. And I think this was the first one. There's a few Platinum Blends now, right?
Yeah, they've done 3 or 4.
Yeah. So it should be easy to get somewhat. But it's worth getting, and then get a few bottles and stick them in the cellar, because aging lambic is also awesome.
Yeah, and it's especially if you like that balance of it being like very vibrant, but still having a lot of this like especially like minerality and slightly earthy, woody character, then this is a very good offer.
So if you had this specific batch as well, blend, say here, blend 82 from 1819, the first one of the Platinum Blend, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos, and we're going to say cheers and goose.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.